MTG loves to use her mouth, and she wants to go on committees in Congress and say as she pleases, but she forgets one important thing. Congress has rules, and they can change it when they start the session anytime. And they found it fit, even as we have a legitimate Congress, they found it fit to keep the rules the same. And she found it fit to be the obnoxious, rude, just less of a person type of a way of being. She chose to continue to behave that way. Well, she got her tail handed to her. Check this out.
Today, the House of Representatives was in session, and if Congress was in session, well, then you know Marjorie Taylor Greene was making a fool of herself. During a hearing by the Homeland Security Committee on which she sits, the Georgia Republican Congresswoman berated DHS Secretary Alexander Mayorkas about fentanyl.
How long are you going to continue this outrage, complete outrage, where China is poisoning America's children, poisoning our teenagers, poisoning our young people? How long are you going to let this go on?
Congresswoman, let me assure you that we're not letting it go on. We are fighting this.
No, I reclaim my time. You're a liar.
I ask that the words be taken down.
Committee will suspend. The gentleman will state the words that he wishes to be taken down.
The gentlelady referenced the secretary and called him a liar.
Making a ruling on this, it's pretty clear that the rules state you can't impugn someone's character. Identifying or calling someone a liar is unacceptable in this committee. And I make the ruling that we strike those words.
My understanding is if words are taken down, that means that the member can no longer speak in whatever the proceeding is that those words were said.
Personal inquiry, point of personal inquiry.
There's no such thing.
Stand by just a second. In consulting the rules of the House, when we strike, it does terminate the time of the individual who is speaking. So the gentlelady is no longer recognized.
Personal inquiry, there's no such thing. Now, on one hand, it's not clear how many people saw this stunt, though you just did. Most of America doesn't spend their day watching C-SPAN. It could backfire on her in some ways. One report says the Republican chair of that committee, as you saw there, that's Chairman Greene, was furious with Marjorie Taylor Greene's behavior and plans to reprimand her.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, and he plans on reprimanding her. I wonder why he's planning on reprimanding her. You know why? He's planning on reprimanding her because, well, she doesn't know the rules and she thinks she can say as she pleases. And you know what happened? It caught up with her. Michael Ronan says MTV is in a deep red district. MTG hasn't embarrassed herself enough for conservatives to cover their faces in shame. A primary will eventually get MTG out. You have to worry about the next Republican coming from there. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.